Welcome. It is December 30th, Monday, 2019. We're almost done with this year, almost done with a decade. Welcome. My name is Carol Jusko. This is as a holy yoga practice, which means it's a Christ-centered yoga flow practice. And it's a delight to be here. I hope you're having a good day. We spent the day, or as we come to the end of the year, this time of the year, I spend a lot of time thinking about what happened in the past year. Did I live it well? Did I accomplish what I was supposed to accomplish? What goals did I have? And then I think about what I want to do for the future. And as you think about what you want to do for this practice, I want us to join together in thinking about practicing joy, the spiritual discipline of practice, living joy, being full of joy here in the present moment. I'm not going to lecture us or anything like that. I'm still figuring this out. I don't have all the answers, but it's a spiritual discipline. That's what I'm getting. And it's a choice I make. I choose joy. I choose to be happy. As you prepare for this, you'll need a mat. You'll need a set of hand weights, maybe. Or you don't need them, but I use hand weights for a weighted section that I'll have on a separate video. So this one will only be a yoga practice, and then I'll do this again and make a weighted movement practice. And at the end of both of these, I will do what's called Final Four, which is the name I give it. It's just me. 4 movements that I do to reset my lower lumbar, which is what I have found so beneficial after the end of any other exercise I do, no matter what I do. So I've just come from jogging. I don't go fast. But it's nice. It's a beautiful day here in Texas. It's sun shining at about 50 degrees, and it's beautiful. And so I went out and did that, about 3 miles. And now I'm here, and I just make it it's a commitment I have made to the Lord, who has given me back the ability to jog. Because my back, I had 2 surgeries, and my knee scoped, and my shoulder, all of these things went out over years of abuse. And yoga has shown me how to bring my body back into a proper alignment. And I honor that. This is a gift from God. So I always end whatever exercise I've done with some sort of practice, especially the final 4 movements that I'll show you at the end of this. So the focus I have today, the intention that we set as we focus on Christ and why we're here and what is the work that we have to do. I was brought, the Holy Spirit, I believe, he brought me to a remembrance of a book called The Practice of the Presence of God by Brother Lawrence. The way of Brother Lawrence is one of continual prayer, practicing the awareness of God's presence until the awareness becomes a habit. Not unlike military or athletic training, we must practice until we do it without thinking, until it is like breathing. It's what we do to live. And Brother Lawrence says, the time of busyness does not with me differ from the time of prayer. And in the noise and clutter of my kitchen, while several persons are at the same time calling for different things, I possess God in as great tranquility as if I were upon my knees at the Blessed Sacrament. Lord, we offer you this time and this practice. Help us to spend it well. In Jesus' name. All right, coming to the end of your mat, feel the 4 corners of your feet root down into your mat through 2 in the ball of the foot, 2 in the heel. And in particular, there's a center section, a point in the middle of the ball of your foot that I want you to think about and pay attention. See if you can find that. But stay balanced. Inner shoulder, hip bone, knee, palm and toe, all lined up. as you stand at the end of the mat, shoulders down your back. Feel your shoulder blades come down, front and back. Squeeze gently between your hip bones, and it'll bring your sacrum bone into alignment. Okay, you're not tucking under, and you're not arching, you're just softening. But it's a gentle pressure right here. Now be aware of your breathing. I want us to imagine every breath that we inhale God's presence. He is with us. He is in us. As a saved believer and disciple of Jesus Christ, I have the Holy Spirit living inside of me. God's presence is inside of me. As a believer, you do too. And anyone can have this if you choose to follow Jesus Christ. It's a free love gift that he gives to us. So breathe in his presence. Take him in. Become aware and feel your body. Notice that. Notice the beautiful gift that he's given us of our bodies. We get our body, soul, and spirit. Inhale, rising up, lifting. Hip hinge forward at your hips. Forward fold. Soft knees. Keep your knees soft. And relax down. Take a moment here. Feel your hamstrings stretching. Maybe bend one knee, bend the other. Come into stillness. Bend the knees. Take the hands back. Modified chair. Don't strain your neck. I want you to be long from your tailbone to your head. Get long. If it's available, take the arms up. And I'm casting my gaze to the top of my mat. I'm still feeling the four corners of both feet. Inhale, bring it up, lift. Let's do that again. Exhale, squeeze between the hip bones, forward fold, soft knees. Modified chair first. Maybe full chair. Maybe you just want to do one arm. And see if that feels different, how that feels for you. Notice it. Standing back and lift, adding on. Inhale. Exhale, hip hinge forward. Put your right hand in front of your right foot, bend your right knee. Take your left hand and put it on your back, somewhere around your sacrum bone, the flat part of your hips. And then twist to the left. And I'm lengthening my spine. Relax your neck and face. Feel the four corners of both feet. Inhale. As you slowly release that, put the left hand in front of the left foot, bend the left knee, right hand back. Again, feeling balance between both feet. Lengthen the neck. Beautiful. Big time stretch in the hamstring here. Inhale. Exhale, bring it down. Notice it. How do you feel? How does this make your body feel? Coming to that modified chair and full chair. Inhale, adding on. Exhale, forward fold. Soften your neck. Plant your right hand in front of that right foot. Twist left. Bend the right knee. Maybe the left arm goes up. Shoulder down. Inhale. Exhale, slowly untwist, bending the left knee. Left hand down. Right arm up. Lengthen the spine. Maybe the arm goes up. Shoulder toward the midline of the back. You notice my hand. It's a mudra. This is, I imagine, my will. This is the Lord's will. He comes over my will. It's a focus point for me. Inhale. Exhale, bring it down. Walk the hands forward, downward facing dog. Maybe pedal this out. I'm in the front ball of the foot. If you can get down to your heel, that's fine. Take some time. Spiral your thighs inward when you come to stillness. Open up across your upper back, across your shoulders. Spread out your fingers. Think of your shoulder blades coming into your armpits. As you spread your fingers out, index finger and thumb like an L. Fingers pointing to the top of the mat. Little more pressure, index finger, thumb, and pinky finger. As you lift up the center section of your palm. Widen out across your upper back. Inhale. Bend the knees, take them out, child's pose. Sitting back, flattening out the feet, hips going toward the heels. Lengthen from the tops of your fingers all the way to the tips of your toes. Relax your head down. Inhale. Mini flow here, baby flow, nice and gentle. Shoulders coming over the hands, adjust the knees back, legs going back. Drop the shoulders down, torso down, baby chaturanga. Hips into the mat, shoulders down. Plant the feet, 90-degree elbow. A lot of people put their elbows here. That over time may cause some pain in your elbow. So slide it back. My thumb's at the bottom of my jog bra. Shoulders down, exhale, push the floor away. Exhale on your exertion, lengthen, chin parallel to the floor. Inhale. As we exhale, my hips are going to go back. My left knee is going to stay where it is, and I'm getting into the ball of the left foot. My right foot's coming out to the side. I'm in the ball of my right foot, like a tippy toe. A version of downward facing dog. Again, shoulders are wide. I'm getting into my hips a little more. Inhale. Exhale, walk the hands in, coming up slowly. Get your balance. It's a little tricky. Pocket watch. My right leg is stable. My foot is flat. Both hands come behind my back, behind and into my right kidney area. My shoulders are squared to the top of the mat. Right elbow comes in front of my right knee, inner thigh. And you just play with this. Feel that in your inner thigh, hip area, the right leg, somewhat in your shoulders as well. Inhale. Exhale, coming up. Release the hands. Turn the foot sideways, straight out. Toes are forward. Gate. Arms out at the shoulders, rib cage down. Squeeze between the hip bones. Drop the right hand. Left arm goes up. Looking down for balance. Looking up toward my left armpit for a challenge. And maybe up higher. And then maybe lean toward the right leg. Lengthen, relax the neck. Inhale. Exhale, release it down. Coming to the mat, bring that right knee in the midline of the body, preparing for modified side plank. Right hand under the face. Blade the back left foot. Left arm comes up. You can stay here. Again, index finger, thumb, and pinky pressing down. Staying strong in that wrist. My shoulder over the wrist. Maybe go to full side plank. Right foot goes behind the left. Feel free to stack if you care to, but I do one foot behind the other. Staying here, if you care to join me, I'm going to do shoulder strength. Reaching forward, coming down, diagonal. I'm going to do 2 more. Over. Get a firm grip into the side of those feet in the bottom of your mat. And 1 more. Beautiful. Hold this side plank, and again, if you need to come out, feel free. Otherwise, do an oblique crunch. And 2 more. Looking down for balance, looking up for a challenge. Really get into that side body. And coming over into downward facing dog, traditional. Ooh, breathe. Child's pose, let's repeat all of that on the other leg. Shoulders wide, spread the fingers, hips go back, inhale. Baby flow, exhale, coming up, shoulders over the wrist, dropping it down, baby chaturanga. Shoulders back, 90-degree elbows, exhale, push through the palms into the floor, index finger, thumb. Energy through your legs, inhale. Hips going back, getting in the ball now of the right foot. Take the left foot out to the side, in the ball of the foot, dropping down. Relax the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Walk the hands in. Get a solid foundation with that left foot out, preparing for pocket watch. So my leg is out to the side. Hands going onto my left kidney area, hooking into that left inner thigh knee area, and play with it. Beautiful. Relax the neck and face. Really nice inner thigh stretch. Coming up, gate. I'm taking my left foot out to the side, arms out to the side, rib cages down. Inhale, tilt. I'm looking down for balance until I'm used to it. Then I start to look up toward my right armpit, Beautiful. Maybe lean more toward the left, stretching the whole side body on the right side. Inhale. Exhale, release. Coming to the top of your mat, bend that. Put the left knee, preparing for left side plank. Left arm under the shoulder. Right leg goes back. Modified side plank first. Here's that mudra if you care to remind yourself that your will is under the Father's will. Whatever He says goes for our best. His way is best. Full side plank if it's available to you. I'm firmly grounding my feet into the bottom of my mat. Shoulder strength maybe. Arm reaches up. Inhale. Exhale on your exertion. Come to a diagonal. Give me 2 more of those. If it's in you, notice how you feel. Don't judge, just notice. Maybe you notice an imbalance. Here's that oblique option, lifting under that left side body, and arm coming up. 2 more. Breathing, exhale on your exertion. And over into downward dog. Notice how you feel. Beautiful. Relax. All right, we're moving on. Plant the left foot firmly. Lift the right knee straight up. Hip bone to the floor. Bend, bring it forward. Place it. My knee is in my right armpit. Blade the back foot, preparing for warrior 2. Open both knees out. I have palms up, that's an option. You can do palms down. You can do one of each. We get the shoulders down. Right knee is 90. All I see is my right big toe. I'm in the 3/4 blade of my back left foot, pressing toward the blade side of the foot. Shoulders are down. Beautiful. Breathe. Peaceful. Imagine you are in your spirit reaching up, keeping that knee bent, reaching up. We can't do this life alone. We have to have the Holy Spirit's guidance. We need God. Straighten that right leg. Full extension, relaxing the neck, relaxing the face. Maybe put your tongue on the roof of your mouth behind your front teeth and unhinge your lower jaw. Coming into triangle. You might have to take half a step forward, that's okay. Kick this right femur bone into the crease of the leg. Extend further out with the right hand. I'm sliding my left hand to my sacrum bone just to keep it from being a distraction for me. I put my thumb and index finger behind my right heel. Now open the left hip, left rib, left shoulder. Maybe look up, maybe not. Maybe arm goes up, maybe not. And here's that mudra. Shoulder to the midline of the body and the spine, yes. Inhale. Coming into humble. My left hand goes behind my back. My right knee bends 90. My right hand comes back and grasps the left. Maybe all you want to do is put your hands here. Maybe you can hold them here. Or maybe you can do Kali Mudra, where I'm pressing my palms, I have steeple fingers, and I'm lifting up. And then you surrender down. You do any version of that works for you. Everybody's shoulders are different. A lot of people's shoulders are very, very tight. Give it time. Be patient with yourself. Extend yourself grace. Inhale. Exhale, releasing. We're going to come up and over. Flying monkey, variation, over toward the left. I'm going to turn my right toes in. So now I'm pigeon-toed. I'm bending my left leg. I'm taking my right hand down toward my left ankle. Maybe that left arm comes on your back, or maybe it's up here. But I'm feeling this in the inner thigh of both legs. Inhale. As I exhale, slowly coming up, looking down for balance, I'm going back over to the right, adjusting the right toes to the top of the mat. I'm looking at the top right corner, half moon. My right hand is going toward that top corner about 1 o'clock. Getting my balance. Again, my left hand is just back out of the way. I don't want to be distracted until I've got my balance. Stability before mobility. Now I start to flex my left leg, left foot, pull the toes back to the shin, and now lift up from the left big toe. Feel the side glutes medius on the side of the hip, really tightening. Now my left hip goes up, my left rib, my left shoulder. Lift the leg higher if it's available. Inhale. Left hand comes down, cross it over the right. Crisscross in the mat, left leg in front of the right. Root down, relax, let your head be heavy. Feel all 4 corners of both feet. Atlas, inhale. Slowly rolling up this left leg. My right hand grabs the left wrist, brings it up over the left shoulder. Inhale. I look to the right, I tilt. Relaxing the head and face, soft face. Maybe it's available to start lifting your gaze toward your left armpit, left elbow crease. Slide that left shoulder back toward the midline of your back. Feel the whole left side body opening. Inhale. Spread out your toes as you exhale. Swan dive down. Beautiful. Coming down, get your balance first. Put the left foot in the midline to step the right leg up and back. And now we're going into Warrior Two on the other side. Left knee is 90. I see my left big toe, shoulders over the hips, rib cage is down. Extension out. Feel the energy through the middle fingers, both hands. This is your past. Let it go. This is the future, but we're not there yet. This is where we live right now. We're practicing the presence. And in this present moment, I choose joy. I choose joy. As Brother Morin said, even because he cooked potatoes at the monastery where he lived, and meals, all the meals, and he practiced his prayerful presence even while cooking and cleaning and taking care of other people. It was his job. Peaceful. My left knee stays bent. I extend up. My right hand is somewhere behind my right thigh, and feel that extension. If you sit at a desk, this psoas side, all the side muscles, all of that gets so tight. Relax your face, pull the shoulders down. Again, we're still in mountain. We're just extending up. Beautiful. Push through that left leg, straighten, extension, angle up. I'm still feeling the blade side of my back right foot. I'm feeling the 4 corners in both feet. Inhale. Preparing for triangle. I'm going to put my right hand on my back. You might have to take half a step forward with that back right foot. Kick that left hip in to your hip socket. Think about putting that femur bone in your back pocket. Reach that left arm out. Inhale. Come wherever you can keep this left leg as straight as possible. It's not locked. It's energized and straight. I put my L-shaped hand, my thumb, on the mat behind my heel. Now I start to think about opening the right hip, right rib, right shoulder, and maybe my gaze eventually, if I don't feel like I'm falling over. Spread out your toes. Maybe the arm goes up, shoulder down your back. Here's my focus point, my mudra. Beautiful. Coming into humble. My right hand goes behind my back. My left leg bends. My left arm comes behind my back to meet my right. Now you decide, maybe they're flat. My left shoulder is resting on my left thigh. Maybe steeple fingers, Kali Mudra, behind your back, and then surrender down. Breathe. Lord, we humble ourselves before you. Your will be done, not mine. Your will. Because it's for my good. In Jesus' name. Inhale. Slowly releasing. Getting your balance. Coming up. We're coming into that flying monkey all the way to the left. Other way. Take the left foot forward. Slightly pigeon-toed. Bend the right knee coming down. My right hand on the right thigh. My left hand grabs my right ankle. Coming down. Maybe I can get my left elbow down and twist to the right. Maybe this right arm comes on my back. Or maybe it's up here. Relax the back of your neck and your face. Relax your jaw. Inhale. It's coming out slowly. Give yourself time. A lot of blood pressure changes here. A lot of dizzy. Going into half moon. Maybe walk that foot in. Turn your left toes to the top. I'm looking down at the top left corner around 10 o'clock. Coming down. Put my hand at that 10 o'clock spot as I lift my right leg. Take time. Get your balance. Stability before mobility. Feel the core muscles wrapping around your spine here, extending. Pull the toes back, flex the right foot, lift from that right big toe. You'll feel the side muscles on your glutes. Engage. Hip bone goes up, rib goes up, shoulder goes up. Lift the right leg higher, maybe take your arm up, maybe. Engage, lengthen. Inhale. Arm comes down first. Cross the right leg over the left, Atlas prep. Get in the middle of your mat. Feel all four corners of both feet relaxing down. Big time stretch in the left hamstring, that's where I feel it. Inhale, root down through the feet as you exhale and roll up. Squeeze between your hip bones. Coming up. Right arm goes up over the right shoulder. Left hand grabs the wrist. Inhale. Looking down left. Tilt. Open the whole right side body. Maybe start to look up towards your right armpit. Maybe look higher towards your right elbow crease. Pull gently over toward the left so that you're opening the whole right side body. Relax your face. Relax the back of your neck. Inhale. Feel your feet. Root down into the ground. As you exhale, swan dive down. Cleansing breath. Beautiful. Uncross both feet and come to tuck, which means I'm in the balls of my feet, my back is flat, I'm balancing. We're going back into plow. Plow pose, the only risk is going too far, so do not go past your shoulders. Where you have that T-junction, where your neck and your shoulders meet. If you have any doubts or concerns, watch me do this first before you try it. Watch me first. Otherwise, if you know, you don't go past your shoulders. You do not go into your neck. Coming down with control. Don't just roll. Use your muscles. Palms are flat. Coming down on your back. Bend the knees. Inhale. Exhale, bring the legs over with control. My neck is free. I have a fist distance under my chin. All right, flex the toes. Push the knuckles of the big toe together. Inhale. Do not go past your shoulders. With control, slowly coming down. Vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way down. Feel it, flexing the feet, pulling back. Energy, that's good. Feel your spine. I'm going to do a little bit of ab work here, hands behind my head, lifting the shoulders to the bottom of my shoulder blades. I'm going to bend my right leg and twist. And take it back up. And twist. If that's too much, feel free to keep your legs just barely moved. You choose the level. Exhale under exertion. 6 more. 6, 5, lift your shoulders up. 4, squeeze between the hip bones. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Active hug. I'm holding on to my shins. I'm saying no with my neck. Just roll the hips out a little bit. Beautiful. Let's stretch that out. Bridge pose. Feet are going to come down hip width apart. Toes are straight forward like the number 11. I touch the backs of my heels first with just the tips of my fingertips. Relax the neck. Ribs down. Fist distance under the chin. Inhale. Feeling the four corners of both feet, starting with the hips, rolling up to the shoulders. And then from the shoulders, rolling down to the hips. From the hips, rolling up to the shoulders. This time, hold. Option. You can keep your hands where they are. Palms are down. Lengthen your fingertips. Knees are 90. Feeling the four corners of both feet. Or now I lace my fingers under my glutes, under my back, and I get my shoulders further together, so now I'm more up on my tricep forearm. From my elbow to my shoulder becomes a foot. Again, my neck is free. I'm not scrunching down. Lift with the glutes. Maybe you want to spend some time pulsing here and strengthen your glutes. All right, but we're opening the whole front core body. Inhale. We're going to release this slowly, letting the hands come down, starting with the shoulders, roll it down. Very good. Working the back of the body. Now we're going to do fish pose. Extend both feet out. Press the knuckles of the big toe together. Put your palms under your glutes, palms down, so that your fingertips just touch the tops of your thighs, just below your smile. Down there. Inhale. As you exhale, work the shoulders under, push into your elbows, and lift up through your heart. Push through the elbows, reach the toes forward. No wrinkles in the back of your neck. You don't want to put your head down back here. You can kink your neck. Do not do that. Lengthen the spine. Inhale. Bottom rib, right between your hip bones, squeeze. Exhale, coming up. And release the hands. Well done. Take the right leg, bend and bring it under. Double bind. Left leg over the top or anywhere around there that you can get it. Some people, their hips are just really tight. All right, but feel your hip bones going down into the mat. Everything is still in mountain. Ribs down. Get lengthened up, tall. Inhale. Using the shoulders and your core muscles, twist, not your chin. Your chin can be a bully. It wants to take over. Your neck tries to do everything. Don't let it. You'll hurt yourself. Twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And then I get my elbow over. My left hand comes to the back of my pants by my tag. Lengthen up. And then exhale, twist. I'm still feeling my sit bones going down into the mat, rooting down, lifting up, exhale, twist. My right shoulder comes forward, my left shoulder goes back. Inhale. Now we counter stretch, coming out, coming into a counter stretch. Same thing. Lengthen up. My right hand is now at the tag of my pants. My left hand is on my left shin. And reach up. And it's not my chin doing the work, it's my shoulders twisting. Feel from the right shoulder to the left hip. Twist. Inhale. Slowly release. This is a marvelous hip opener if you're a runner and your hips get really tight. All right, double pigeon. This whole series, so double bind, now double pigeon. I'm trying to get my legs, my thighs lined up with my hips, and my left shin is on top. Flex both feet to protect your knees. You determine how much like a perfect square you can get this. Some of us, just depends on where we are with our flexibility. Just sitting here is hard. Big time hips. Feel the sit bones going down into the mat. Take your time. Sometimes it's just a matter of leaning a little bit forward. Okay? And leaning forward. Think of the hips going back as your shoulders go forward. Maybe I'm going to take my left arm up, reach back. I'm going to cow face with my left arm, which means I'm grabbing behind my back, my upper back. I'm lengthening up, ribs are down, and I'm extending my spine forward. Do not round the spine. Extend forward. Lead with your sternum bone. Right there in the center of your rib cage. Stop where you need to. Inhale. Exhale on your exertion. Now, when you're in cow face, you have to, it's a big stretch. So I'm going to slowly release my arms. Inhale up. And pull it in. Beautiful. Tiny package now. This is the money one. Okay, I'm going to lean my body toward the right side of my mat. My left knee is going to go into my left armpit. Now you can just rest here. You can be on your forearms just down on the mat. Maybe you want to come all the way to the floor. But I'm going to take my left arm under my left knee, behind my back. My right arm goes behind my back. I grab hold and just surrender down and hold this. I'm going to count. I'll count. You just hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale. Release your arms first into the floor. Exhale. Use the floor. Push yourself up. Do not try to muscle your way up with your back. It's too much. Beautiful. Now we got to come out of this pretzel. So my right hand is going to grab the left side of my foot. Dancing angel. I'm going to twist toward the left. Shoulders down. The foot wants to curl in. Just let it straighten. Inhale. Now I'm going to put my left hand by my left hip. My right foot is going to come out. I'm going to get my balance and just use a little momentum. Awkward transition. And then bring the left foot down without falling over, hopefully. Put your knee, my right knee is next to my left foot. Some people, this is it. This is where you are, and that's fine. This is yoga for your feet. Otherwise, I'm aiming for my right heel to be here around my right hamstring, right glute. Lined up with my right hip. My left inner heel arch is lined up with my right knee. In line with my left hip, the left thigh. Inhale. Twisting to the left. Hooking the knee. Lengthen. And twist. Again, I'm not muscling it. I'm using my core muscles from my right rib cage over to my left hip. My right shoulder is going left, my left shoulder is going back. Inhale. Exhale, release it down. Inhale. Intense pose coming up. My right foot is behind, my left foot is in front. Surrender down. Maybe you leave your hands here on the mat. Maybe you put your hands on your back. Maybe you Kali Mudra. Notice where you are. Do the best you can with what you've got for today, because we're living in the present and we're finding joy in the present. Inhale. Exhale, release. Step the right foot up. You're going to do all of that to the left now. Coming into tuck. Flat back, inhale. With control, coming down, coming ready for plow. With control. Mindful of the neck. Flex the feet. Chin is lifted. I'm only going into my shoulders. Plow is a type of shoulder stand. Inhale. With the core muscles slowly, palms are flat, Release and come down with control. Feel every vertebrae. Hands coming back, getting ready for that crisscross ab, going to the left the first time. So left twist, inhale, exhale, twist. Or perhaps you're here. Okay? Or perhaps you're just twisting and we are content with where we are. We're always attempting more. We want the most we can do, but we are not about performance and perfection. It is willingness, not willpower. We don't gut it out. We find our strength and we maximize it. 2 more. And you embrace the way God made you, and you come to the best version of the way He made you. Release it. Let's stretch that out with bridge, hip width apart, shoulders are flat, ribs are down. I'm touching the backs of my heels. Feel the 4 corners of both feet. Inhale, starting with the hips first, roll it up to the shoulders. Feel the flat shoulders and your palms are flat. Start with the shoulders rolled down, massaging the spine, working the back body. Hips up, roll it up. You decide if you want to stay here, or maybe now you want to lace your hands underneath, or you want to get your shoulders further under and lift your glutes even higher. Feeling the 4 corners. Some people want to come up on their heels. Don't do that. Keep your feet flat. You're opening the hips and the front hip flexors. Inhale. Starting with the shoulders, release and coming down flat. Beautiful. Fish pose. Extend the feet forward. Hands under the glutes, flat. Palms down. Inhale. As you exhale, work the arms under, push through your elbows, lifting up, extending the spine. Beautiful. Inhale, bottom rib, exhale, coming up. Nice. Adding on. Tabletop. Bring the hands back. Feet are hip width apart, much like you did with bridge. Now your fingers can face in, or maybe they have to turn out to the sides, or maybe they have to turn to the back, depending on your wrist flexibility. You decide how that feels for you. Once you're there, exhale, lift. You want your knees 90 and your shoulders 90, and your hips as high as you can get them. Find that balance place, and I noticed when I first started doing this that I was leaning more toward the right. So I was out of balance. So are you balanced? Are you putting equal pressure down, equal weight, right and left sides? Inhale, hands to heel pose. Walk the hands toward your heels. Some people, this is it. Maybe you can bring the knees down. My heels are on either side of my hips. My fingers, maybe it feels good to take her out to the side at this point. Find a comfortable place, but you're really feeling this in the front quads, from your hip to your knee. At least that's where I am. Inhale. And now we're going to come up. Exhale. Walk the hands under, lining up, double fist. Beautiful. All right. Inhale. Bending the knees, coming down. Left leg now on the mat. Right leg comes over. Both hips down into the mat, double bind. Left leg from the hip or slightly toward the midline of the body. Sitting up very tall. Inhale. Again, my twist starts from my core and my shoulders, not my chin and not my arms trying to muscle it, although it does give me some leverage. I don't want to force my body to do anything it can't do today. We're practicing the joy of the present moment, where we are today, not where we were last week or 10 years ago. It's where we are today. I lift and inhale and extend, and I exhale and I twist. My right shoulder goes back, my left shoulder goes forward. My right hip goes back slightly. My left hip goes slightly forward toward my right inner thigh. This is my focus point. I'm not trying to perform and be something I'm not. Beautiful, but I'm feeling my sit bones down into the mat. I'm feeling the twist toward the center of my core. Inhale. It's like wringing out your insides, your enteric system. Now we're counter stretching. Right arm in front of the left hand goes back. Again, the twist begins with my core, my shoulders, my spine. I extend up. It's not muscling with my chin. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, releasing that. Double pigeon. Flexing both feet. Again, trying to get that shin on top of knee shape. Play with it. Find that there's a sweet spot for you. Feel your sit bones in your mat. And again, maybe just leaning forward is enough. Think of your shoulders going forward and your hips going back. Maybe you're able to take your right arm up this time and cow face, arms behind the back. Again, flexing the feet, protect your knees, and reach forward, extend the spine forward. No rounding of the spine. Extension, extension, hips going back, shoulders going forward. I'm just letting gravity slowly pull me down as I continue to extend my spine. Inhale, soft face, exhale, release. And now I unwind my arms slowly because cow face is a big stretch for me. Pull in that understanding of grace. Notice how you can be gentle with yourself and still receive a lot of benefit. We do not have to buy into that no pain, no gain. No. We do the best we can. Okay, so now, tiny package. I'm going to lean toward the left side of my mat, and my right knee is going to go up into my right armpit. And maybe this is where you stay on your forearms. And you're feeling this big time on the right outer hip. Or maybe you're able to surrender down. Relax that right foot. Let it come off the floor if it wants to. Well, now I'm going to reach under, bind, and surrender down. And I will count us out. You just hold and breathe. Relax your face. Let go. Unplug. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, inhale. Unwrap the arms wherever they are. Use them as you exhale and come up. Slowly. Give your spine time to adjust. Beautiful. Dancing angel. My left hand is going to grab the right foot by the blade. My right arm goes back. Extend the spine up. It's still a twist. So extend up, exhale, twist. My right shoulder's going back, left shoulder's coming forward. I feel this twist right across my navel, from the left hip to the right. Flexing the right foot, big time stretching the leg. Awkward transition. Inhale. Right hand comes down. Just get your balance. Place that left foot where it needs to, and use some momentum to come up. My left elbow, knee is outside my left armpit elbow. Inhale. Exhale, coming up to that yoga for the feet. We're in a kneeling posture. Again, this is enough for some people. That's okay. But it's that left back foot where we're going to really feel it. And I'm aiming for that left heel to be somewhere in my left hamstring glute area. My left knee is lined up with my right heel inner arch. Find a balance place. My right knee is lined up with my right hip, right armpit. This is fine too, and I'm feeling it in my left foot, stretching out the foot. Inhale, but I'm going to try to twist. And every side of our body is different. You know, we want to notice the imbalances and we want to bring them to balance. So we want to challenge ourselves, but again, stop if there's any kind of pain. Lengthen the spine. And I'm using my arms just to help me get that twist, but I'm not forcing it. Inhale, exhale, release. Here's the intense pose. Inhale. Coming up, lifting the hips. My left foot is in back, my right foot is in front. Hands are flat right here, just relaxing down. Trying to keep that right leg as straight as possible, but not locked. Or maybe you put the hands on your hips. Or maybe you do Kali Mudra behind you. Some people are able even to do a reverse prayer, which I turn my hands and come down. Depending on your wrist flexibility, where do you need some stretch? And release. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, step both feet together. Inhale. Coming up with a flat back. Reverse swan. Take a moment here and consider where your back strength issues might be, or tightness. For me, it's my right side. For some, it's on their left side. For some, it's just a general, just generally across their whole back. They just want strength and balance, okay. If you have a left side issue, left, then your left foot needs to stay front for the first of the final four. We're going into final four. If you're like me with the right side, or you just generally want just general stretching, our right leg is going to stay forward first. Okay, so decide where you are with that. Inhale. Coming down, bending the knees slightly. Keep yourself loose. Keep that leg that you need to put first in front and step the other one back. Crescent, so straight back. My right knee is in my right armpit. My left leg is straight back, coming up. I like to lift up and then settle into my crescent lunge. Everything's facing forward. My shoulders, my hips, my feet, my gaze. This may be all you can do, and that's fine. My heel is over the ball of my back left foot. Option, shoulders down, arms up. Option, Kali Mudra, maybe. Option, shoulders go further back and lift that front heel. Hips are level, no matter where you are. Hips are level. Hold. 8, 7, 6. Extend, extend. 5, 4, 3. And release with control down. Remember, we're putting the lumbar curve in our spine. Half a step forward. Now step the right leg back, or the front leg back. Beautiful. Downward dog. Walk it out for just a second. Now we're switching legs. So now my right leg is going to be in the back. If you had your left leg in front, then it'll be in the back. Lift that opposite lead leg up and come to crescent lunge position with your legs. Everything's facing forward. I lift up and then I settle down. Ribs down. Hips are level. This is the one that does the most work, the second leg back. This is where I'm getting the most realignment of my curve in my right side of my spine, which is out. Okay, balance. It's just a reset. Arms up maybe. Kali Mudra maybe. Hips level always. Shoulders back, lift that front heel maybe. Extension, 8, 7, 6. Breathe, breathe. 4, 3, breathe. And release. Half a step forward, step it back, downward dog. Beautiful. Inhale. Yoga squat next. Coming up in Malasana, a version of Malasana. Blade sides of your feet on each side of your mat. I used to have to always have 2 weights. I started with 2 weights. Well, actually, I started with a door and a coffee table, holding on to the edges. But over time, my pelvis is finally stretched. This is a big hip pelvis stretch. Okay, now take the big toe joint, put it on the edge of each side of your mat. Hips are going to go behind your knees. Counterbalance with your weights if that's what you need to use. Dropping down. Eventually, maybe you get down to where you don't need but only one weight. Lifting the spine, extending. Maybe you don't need any weights. Took me about 2 years to finally get here. But praise God, our bodies are meant to heal. God made us eternal. And although sin has destroyed that in this realm of life, we can heal as a remnant, a remembrance of where we were intended to be. So we can heal. Beautiful. We're holding, we're lifting the spine. Open up your toes, play with them. We're practicing the presence of joy. Joy is a decision, joy is a behavior. Just like love, it's a behavior, it's an action, it's also in motion, but it's a choice we make on how to behave. Inhale. Double fist down as low underneath your pelvis as you can get it. Exhale, push the floor away, push the floor away, push the floor away, coming up. Now take that double fist under your face, right under your chest. Now bring your feet, your big toe next to each of that muscle, that double fist. Soft knees, but almost straight. Okay, everything's lined up. My feet are like 11s. Hands on the back of the hips, or Kali Mudra. Relax. Coming into standing camel. And this is where I like to recite a prayer. You might have your own prayer, but this is the one I'm going to use today. Inhale. Deliver us, Lord, from every evil, and grant us peace in our day. In your mercy, keep us free from sin and protect us from all anxiety as we wait in joyful hope for the coming of our Savior, Jesus Christ. Lift up from the shoulders now. Soft knees, squeeze between your hip bones. Do not round your back. Come up flat back. For the kingdom, the power, and the glory are yours, now and forever. Final movement. Standing camel into mountain. Push the hips forward, lean the shoulders back. Think of a flagpole and you're rooting down. The front body's rooting down and the back body's going down and arching. My fingertips going down toward my thighs. Think of this center of your heart going straight up to heaven. No wrinkles in your neck. Pull your shoulder blades down. Open your heart. Open your heart and receive. Feel the four corners of both feet. Feel the front of your body going down and the back of your body relaxing into an arch. Inhale. As you exhale now, right between the rib cage and your hip bone, squeeze. Don't move. I'm going to turn toward the camera. Now you're in mountain. Hands at the side of the waist, wherever you care to have them. I have them in my mudra. Staying right where you are. Receive this word, please. We've been practicing the presence of joy, the spiritual discipline of joy, of living in the present moment. And the word I'm reading to us now is from Hebrews 12, verse 1 and 2. As for us, we have all of these great witnesses who encircle us like clouds. Imagine that. You've got witnesses circling you right now in the spiritual realm. So we must let go of every wound that has pierced us and the sin we so easily fall into. We've got to forgive. Then we will be able to run life's marathon race with passion and determination, for the path has already been marked out before us. We look away from the natural realm and we fasten our gaze onto Jesus, who birthed faith within us and who leads us forward into faith's perfection. His example is this: because his heart was focused on the joy of knowing that we would be his, he endured the agony of the cross and conquered its humiliation, and now sits exalted at the right hand of the throne of God. These are the words of the Lord. Hebrews 12, 1 and 2. This is the Passion Translation. For the joy set before him, he endured the cross. How important is joy? How important? How important is forgiveness? Let's make 2020 a year of joy and a year of forgiveness. Grace and peace, love and mercy. Jamecy, victory in the Messiah. Happy New Year.